I think Canadian design is similar to design happening everywhere in the, the highly developed world, in that it's all reached a certain standard. There are very few pieces which seemed, just way off the mark. And if there were some, well, that's exactly the same in Britain. You see those way off the mark pieces too. It's not that there are any more here than there would be in Britain or America or anywhere else. I would say a lot of the work could almost merge seamlessly into a British design competition. There are very few pieces which seem so different from what we might see in Britain, or so, actually so specific to here, that they couldn't just merge into that just general terrain of design possibilities.
I do think that there's regional design in people. For example, you might have somebody of remarkable talent in a region. Their work takes everybody by storm, makes everybody go crazy. And that work will then be copied in that area, which then might appear to be regional in its nature. But in fact, it's regional in the inspiration that they're taking it from. That person is there, they see that work, they're moved by that work, and then they're subsequently influenced by that work.
Now, is there anything that's specifically Canadian in what we saw here today? Well, there were some pieces that were perhaps more literally Canadian, whether it was the use of a Canadian backdrop, whether it was the reference to certain geographical locations in the country. But in terms of the visual direction, I don't know if there'd be something that just is unmistakably Canadian in the graphic approach.
I'm not a good person to judge whether the design I saw have regional feeling or regional character or not, simply because I came from Asia. All the things from North America, to me, they are similar. Even things from Europe, and still there's a lot of similarity to the things from North America. That's in comparison to what we see in Asia, in China, in Japan, in Hong Kong, because the difference is so obvious. They are designed from Japan, China. Language play a big role in to make the things so different, and then the culture, all those things which are so much different than Europe, so much different than North America, and make the design from Asia and very different than design from North America.
I still believe that there is a sort of a common thread through Canadian design, but what we're seeing today is it's all Canadian design. So it's going to be interesting that I'm actually looking forward to see what the other judges select and sort of how we culled out, materials.